Hi friends, my name is Ashish and welcome to my channel Taste It Up. Today I'll be making chicken kadai. Now, for those who do not know what a kadai is a utensil and it is like a wok but a little different because bottom is a little heavy, and what I am going to use is something which looks like a wok and a kadai. So this is what I'll be using to cook. So very simple ingredients. I always like to keep it minimal. I have chicken here. I have diced onion, a medium one. I have a diced tomato, a medium, and I have taken 3 chilies which I have slit. Chilies is something you can always adjust according to your spice level. I like it spicy. I'll be using chilies. I'll be using red chili powder, and that's how I'm gonna do it. So let's start. And if you have a question about if you should take boneless meat, chicken or chicken with bones, I like it with bones. I'm not a fan of boneless chicken. I like it with bones in. So I'm using assorted pieces. I've used all the pieces that I could get. This is usually of 250 gram quantity that I'm using. You can monitor and you can change the quantity. You can modify according to your wishes. This is just for me and my wife, so this is sufficient enough for a time swing. So let's see how it's done. Okay, so now we are ready to cook. I've taken the wok. I'll see to it that it is hot. You can see the smoke now, it is smoking, and now I'll be adding the oil. Kadahi dishes usually require a little more amount of oil than your normal dishes. So I'm adding a little oil, a little more than my usual level, and I've put this heat to high. So it's on high right now. Let the oil smoke for a bit, and then we start with throwing in the chicken. So unlike other dishes where you first go and you roast the onions, the tomatoes, here I do it the other way around. I start with the chicken. Let's start and add the pieces of chicken. Nicely roast the chicken, nicely fried in the oil. You see that the color has changed from pink to white. So the chicken is started to nicely fry in the oil. We are doing this. Meanwhile, I'll be taking a dollop of ginger garlic paste. Mix the ginger garlic paste nicely and let the ginger garlic paste cook with the pieces of chicken. You can see the pieces have started to brown nicely. The ginger garlic paste is nicely blended. I cannot smell the paste as of now, which means the paste is nicely cooked. Now, time for the onions, tomatoes. So I'm just adding in the onions and the tomatoes. Don't worry about the skin. We'll be peeling the skin off once it starts melting. We'll be leaving the chilies behind. Let's not add them now. Give it a nice stir. Let it mix. Put your gas to a little less than high. Let's put a lid and let it cook for some time. Now it's been 3 to 4 minutes that I've covered and cooked it. We'll be opening it up and adding the green chilies. Let's add the green chilies, give it a nice stir, let the chilies mix up with the oil. Do you see the skin has already started to peel? Okay, you see the skin comes off easily. So what we'll be doing is, in the meantime, we'll be taking the skin off. This way, the larger the pieces, easier for you to peel the skin. So I prefer not to make the tomatoes too small, because then in that way it is difficult. You'll have to peel more skin. So you see, the skin comes off easily. I'll be doing it for everything now. The skin of the tomatoes is now peeled off, and I'll be turning the flame to high and let it cook on high heat for some time. Crushing a few coriander seeds. You can also use coriander powder if you have, but I like it when few chunks of coriander go in your mouth while you have this. So this is ready. It's been around 4 to 5 minutes. I'll be opening it up. The pieces are nicely seared. I'm gonna lower the heat now, and I'll be adding few masalas. So I'll start with turmeric. I'll add some jeera powder. I'll be adding garam masala powder. A little chili powder. We've already added green chilies, but like I said, I like it spicy. I'm adding red chili powder, and I'm adding the coriander, crushed coriander seeds that I just made. Right now, trust me, your kitchen is smelling aromatic, especially with the coriander seeds. Nothing like it. What I'm gonna do is just mix it together. Mix it so that the masalas blend in very well. Let them just meet each other. Let them blend with each other. The masalas have now blended, and I'll be adding water to it. I usually like to add warm water so that it doesn't disturb the cooking temperature of the chicken. Add a little water. Nice stir. Cover and cook. A few minutes, cover and cook, and now it's time for salt. So the salt is in. I can already see that the oil has started to ooze, it started to separate, which means it is cooking very well. It's almost there. Give it a gentle stir. Now I'll be adding a different and a special ingredient which will completely change the story. It will completely change the flavor, and that is ghee, or clarified butter if you call it. So I'll be putting a spoon, a little bit more than a spoon. Since this is a smaller spoon, I'm doing it a few more times. The ghee is in. All that is left for me right now is cover it, let it cook on a low to a medium heat, because that's what kadahis are meant for, so that they simmer very well. Since it is bottom pan, the curries, they blend beautifully with the meat. It simmers well, and every aroma is trapped inside. So putting it to a less than medium, I'm not gonna simmer it, but putting it to a less than medium and let it cook for a few minutes now. A few minutes covered, and now I'm gonna take it off. At this time, I'm gonna check for the onions and the tomatoes. I want them completely blended and completely melted. So if you find tomatoes that are still there as pieces and chunks, what I'm gonna do is just smash them. So tomatoes, onions, they are almost melted now. Now it's time for some lemon juice. So add a few drops of lemon juice. Stir it well. And we've almost done. Now what I'm gonna do is just cook it on high heat for a few more minutes and our kadai is ready. See, it's nicely cooked now, and the gravy is sufficient for me to eat with rotis, or what you call it, Indian bread. I'm gonna add freshly chopped coriander. This not only gives it a nice visual appeal but also adds to the flavor. If you need more gravy, stop at this because the chicken is nicely cooked, the masalas are blended, it's all perfect right now. All you can do is taste. Wow. Trust me, amazing. I'm gonna stop at this now because I'll be eating rotis, so I need a little gravy along with it. Turn off the gas, put this on, let it stay on, let the steam cook it for a few more minutes, let it be warm.